Hello, welcome back. This is Kenshin1913 and we're Let's Playing Shadow of Destiny. In the last episode, we began, we got to see here Antidote, and we healed ourselves from being destroyed by Yugo's poison. So let's grab this energy unit and get hit by a car. Well, actually I'm going to try to hide behind. No, there's no way you can't get hit by a car. But yeah, I was actually going back and looking at my old file that I did of this game way back when, even before I even thought of LPing this game, and I didn't even get 100% cutscenes either, so I don't think I'm going to show off 100% of the cutscenes, sadly. I'm going to show off as much as I possibly can, and everything of my own, of this walkthrough that I have, so yeah. So now we got hit by a car and we have to go back to 1980. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, I was looking and I didn't even get 100% there. Now, I'll explain the difference between getting 100% and whatnot later. Like, actually, you only get one picture of the opening scene. Like when you turn on the game and it goes to Shadow of Destiny, it shows a different picture. Instead of Ike, I think it's of Margaret and Dana. So that's pretty neat. And now we have to tell Yugo about time travel. But I think I should try this as an experiment. In one, maybe in another, maybe I'll try it on my own. But I'm wondering if I just tell him to do whatever. Like, oh, make it about a meditating man. And then go through this whole scene where I save Miriam, because I'm going to save Miriam probably every time from now on. But I'm wondering if I could, if I save Miriam, and then you know that scene afterwards, he's like, whoa, this is serious, about like a movie or whatnot, and maybe after I do that, if I go back in time, will that give me, is the same result? I think so, but might be something a little different, I don't know. And then there's Homunculus. And I think we only see Homunculus there if we say that he is our ancestor, that Margaret is our ancestor. Because then the whole baby switching incident totally happens. So let's go over here, and Miriam is dead. Oh no. So yeah, someone asked if I see a baby. I think about Homunculus, I say no, and then I use my digipad. Now we're gonna head back. But first, let's get this energy unit, because you know how obsessed I am. So let's go back to the time where it looks like I just arrived before the shooting. And excellent. Warp action, go! But yeah, I'll see if I can get a link or something to the 100% completion thingy. So this time, instead of saying, your baby is cute, we're gonna say it's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this.
Wait!
Yeah, wait. Wait. Don't walk by yourself in the snowstorm. Poor Ike. And it looks like she's shot anyways. And yeah, I don't know if they exactly tell you who shot Miriam, but you can probably, like, yeah, now all the scenes are the same. They accuse you of shooting her, and now our digipad goes off. But yeah, you can probably assume on who it might be after a certain ending. So it looks like we have to go back to our original time because we cannot save Miriam at the moment. So let's head back to the future. And here we will have a talk with the Homunculus about, hey, don't try to see that scene right there where Oleg is like, this could make an interesting movie. I wonder if we did that and then answered his things wrong, would it be different? I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to test that out. But yeah, Homunculus tells us, no, don't try to mess with other people's destinies because they're gonna blah blah blah. And so I'm like, screw you, Homunculus. I'm gonna save that lady. I've gotta try. At least if I don't, then Eckard's life will be miserable. I mean, what does he have to live for if his child and wife died and disappeared all in one day? What does he do for 21 years after that? He probably just sits around and putzes around. I don't know what he does. So anyways, now we have to follow Miriam again. Just like before, just make sure the camera angle is on her and you're keeping a decent pace. Now you can lose her during this whole scene, and if you do, she's basically going to be shot again. So what we have to do is just follow her, and usually, you know, she just kind of goes in a square. And Ike is just chasing her. Ike with his long ass legs can't even catch her. I bet he's got a huge stride if he like really ran. So yeah, let's just keep going after Miriam, and here we go. We saved her. Well, yes, we did. We saved her. But her baby is still missing. And will be missing until we can find out the mystery. So now that we saved Miriam, we can finish off the chapter. Hooray for beer. No, I'm just joking. It's Red Stripe. Hooray, beer. Anyways, yes, let's go back into the present. And there we go. We have saved Miriam and ourselves, and we can continue on to chapter 7. Which is one of the shortest chapters if there was a way that I could get the key and the old and the new rope all in one fell swoop. It would be the easiest chapter ever. But yeah, okay, so now what we have to do, climb up the tower, get the rope. Well, we don't have to get the rope, but you know what happens when we use the old rope. We die. Now, the old rope will be old even in the 1980s. It will be old, and see, they want you to get all the cutscenes. They want you to take the old rope and put it on every spot, because I guess the rope has a different tint or something. And yes, Ike, we are locked in. So we have to warp to the night before, which is actually 2 nights ago, because we're actually in the 9th now, not the 8th. And we're going to go to the 7th, because the 8th is when the game happens. And we're walking around so late that it's 9th. But anyways, I guess the old rope has like an older, like a grayer tint to it. So that in every cutscene, you have to use the old rope in the 1980s, in 1900s, and maybe even the 1500s. I never checked to see if the key opened the door. But yeah, we have to come back here, see that it's locked, then go back to 1900s and grab ourselves the old key, or the tower key. But yeah, so then you have to put the old rope on each of those things, die. Well, I don't think you have to die, but you can't get the old rope anymore, so yeah, you'd have to die. And then you would have to take the new rope and place it on each of those eras too. That's a real pain. And that supposedly will get you all the cutscenes for this area. But it's just like, you know, tedious little scenes that you don't really care about. And even if you put the new rope down in the 1900s and the 1980s and then go to hold the rope, it will break and die because it's been sitting out there for 20 years or 100 years. So it becomes the old rope basically. I don't think there's a new scene for that one though. I think they just say, I just think Homunculus tells you, do you think the brittled thing could, you know, hold your weight or whatever? So, now that we have the key, and Sibylla saw us, and that's why she was confused when we came back in as the juggler. But I don't know why she was angry at us. Because we played some sort of trick on her? I don't know what the hell we did, but anyways, yeah, now that we've done that, you go back here. Well, we don't have to go back here, but we need to go somewhere else so you can warp back to 1902. Which I think was odd. I think you should have been able to get the tower key, then sneak out and get yourself the rope if you wanted to. But I think that, I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do in between. Maybe you're supposed to open it up, put the rope, and die. I don't know how it's supposed to go. I don't know why they didn't let you get the rope and the key on one trip, basically. But whatever, we'll get it now. And all is good in the hood, so let's get it. Yay! And now we're coming up to chapter 8 and the ending for this this run through, basically. Yeah, new rope. Yay for new rope. Anyways, we're coming up to the ending of chapter chapter 8, and then the ending, which will be ending B2. And it's going to be a lot about the fortune teller. We're actually going to find out who she is and what's going on. I'm not going to explain anymore. I'm just going to say who she is, why does she have those powers, and all that jazz. I don't want to give it all away, but yeah. Should be interesting. Anyways, let's climb up this place and grab ourselves, or at least put the rope over here on the ledge outside, and then get pushed off a ledge. See, because I don't even know if, I don't know. There's Eckerd talking to Hugo, and now let's go back to the present, where in fact you can leave the tower and go talk to the fortune teller. I think I did that the first time I played it, and she told us what her fated hour is. The only chapter I think you can't do that in is chapter 6. I think that's the only chapter you can't go talk to the fortune teller. Because there's no way, because you warp back right away, so you don't really get a chance to, unless you can do it with that period where between trying to save Miriam and going back to the past. But I'm not sure. So let's go grab this rope. And yay, we survived. And basically this is the same scene as last time, where they talk about, Eckerd says, this comb feels familiar. Miriam comes in. She's like, this comb looks familiar. And, oh, you look like the guy who saved me way back when. So, basically, yeah, it's the same scene as last time. Next time it might be a little different. So, yeah, Dana with the picture. And we'll continue this in the next episode.